Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. Super Bowl 57. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Mac Jones and the New England Patriots.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion New England Patriots taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaunt alongside Charles Davis. Charles, the Patriots, we know the sequence of events. Tom Brady leaves for Tampa. He wins Super Bowl 55. And the Patriots are kind of middle of the pack for 2 years. But they turn right around, win the AFC title, and now making their record 12th appearance in a Super Bowl.
And I certainly like how you set everything up there, partner, because it certainly felt from the outside that this run of titles was over for this team, that they were going to fall into rebuilding mode. But how about this group? They still believed in themselves, and they made it back to the big game.
Meanwhile, the Cowboys have had some ups and downs since their last Super Bowl appearance, but they're back for the 9th time, trying to win number 6 and tie the Patriots and Steelers. For the Cowboys, their last Super Bowl title quite a while ago, January of '96.
And those were great teams. Jimmy Johnson was their head coach. Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, all Hall of Famers. They were known as the Triplets. But then you go further back to those great teams in the 70s, led by Hall of Fame coach Tom Landry, Roger Staubach at quarterback, Tony Dorsett at running back. Those were great teams as well. This one, trying to create their own identity.
The hype and the talk is over. We're set for the big one. Super Bowl 57. Away we go from Arizona. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
2 years ago, we saw Dak Prescott carted off the field with a major injury. And 2 years later, here he is leading his Cowboys into the Super Bowl. What a rewarding moment for one of the league's most inspirational players.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Good footwork at the 30. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Prescott to throw it. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. Now Prescott. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Matt Judon coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. To throw is Prescott. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Three points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. Leading them out, the second-year man from Alabama, Mac Jones.
And I don't think that we can help but recognize the similarity this moment for Jones to the guy who came before him in New England. In Tom Brady's second season, he led the Pats to the first of 9 Super Bowl appearances in his time there. And now, in his second season with New England, here's Mac Jones leading them out on the biggest stage in sports. Can he follow through tonight and bring New England its record-breaking 7th Super Bowl title? Stay tuned.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Harris running straight ahead. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 42 yards rushing for him now on their opening drive of the Super Bowl. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Harris is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. And out now come the Cowboys. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott. Pass incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Inside give to Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. He goes folded like a lawn chair.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Here's Jones on the return. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Jones on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Steps away. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 32 that time. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys are once again back in front. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. New England's offense set to go. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 73 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Dorrance Armstrong in on the stop. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. They'll run with Harris. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 1 quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 10-7 our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. This is Harris. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
They'll try and run with Harris. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys have now moved out in front. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
On for the extra point is Folk. And that makes it 14-10. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Dallas offense set for this next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 3rd down and 2.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Gallup. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing, Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now 17-14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Running back Damian Harris, and the Patriots ready to go on their next drive here.
And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They run again with Harris. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This is Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 137 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It was Dante Fowler who got in there to bring him down. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight at just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. That's one of those, Charles, when it works, it looks amazing, and when it doesn't, it means trouble.
Yeah, you're right about that one, partner, because that allows us to say, what are you thinking when it doesn't work? Although I know in his mind when he made the call, he was thinking about the amazing part. But in this case, I think the defense, they caught on to this fairly quickly, and they were able to force the incomplete pass.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 catches already here in this Super Bowl. He's got another first down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. Zeke with a shake and bake. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're not. Knocking on the door. Looking to throw. Prescott. His pass caught at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Elliott. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Again, it's Elliott. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ryan Knoll taking it in from a yard out.
All the boys and girls, I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi. Take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss. Take off the weird jewelry, I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top off. Take off the fabricated dreams and the microwave memes, it's the real world outside. Pay 5 days stay, take a $250,000 hella follow. Take off the far flat, the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic that if I'm rich, I'm real. Take off the should know, take off the Doja, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have? You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about? Talk about us. You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up us? Get back in pocket. The world in a panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run. The profits abandoned, the law take advantage. The market is crashing, the industry wants to sleep in the box while they making a mockery following us. This ain't Monopoly, watching for love. This ain't monogamy, y'all getting jumping on what the hell is that? I gotta relax when I feel. All my descendants, they come in my sleep and say I am too real. I'm done with the sensitive, taking it personal. Done with the black and the white, the wrong and the right. You hoping for change and miracles. I know the feelings that came with burial cries.
Tonight on EA Sports, Super Bowl 57. And the Dallas Cowboys taking on Mac Jones and the New England Patriots.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion New England Patriots taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Charles, the Patriots We know the sequence of events. Tom Brady leaves for Tampa. He wins Super Bowl 55. And the Patriots are kind of middle of the pack for 2 years. But they turn right around, win the AFC title, and now making their record 12th appearance in a Super Bowl.
And I certainly like how you set everything up there, partner, because it certainly felt from the outside that this run of titles was over for this team, that they were going to fall into rebuilding mode. But how about this group? They still believed in themselves, and they made it back to the big game.
Meanwhile, the Cowboys have had some ups and downs since their last Super Bowl appearance, but they're back for the 9th time, trying to win number 6 and tie the Patriots and Steelers. For the Cowboys, their last Super Bowl title quite a while ago, January of '96.
And those were great teams. Jimmy Johnson was their head coach. Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, all Hall of Famers. They were known as the triplets. But then you go further back to those great teams in the 70s, led by Hall of Fame coach Tom Landry, Roger Staubach at quarterback, Tony Dorsett at running back. Those were great teams as well. This one, trying to create their own identity.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. Faced for their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he is going to lose yardage here. No big surprise, Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 51 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Stevenson is into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop it.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Patriots are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And I think the ball's out. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
Flushed out, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and we are tied at 7. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Last time. They had the fumble that led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll run again with Harris. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 67 yards rushing for him now in the opening quarter of the Super Bowl.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 2nd and 8. They hand this off to Harris. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 37. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Here's Harris, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 26. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
And it is still early. Just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already. And we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Here's Stevenson. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, Stevenson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. 1 quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 7-all is the score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. And this offense on 3rd down today, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Harris will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Jones in the Pats now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
117 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. A give to Harris. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Harris running straight ahead. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. This is Harris. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On the give, this is Harris. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. On the ground, it's Harris. Well, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. They'll try and run with Harris, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. Dak and the Cowboys getting set for their next possession. And he's had his struggles here early with a couple of interceptions as he'll try to refocus with a 1st and 10 to start this drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Prescott now. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. On 2nd down, Elliott. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he finds Beasley complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Prescott on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, to end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
They'll try to run with Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Pats are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Patriots are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They hand this off to Harris. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10. They run again with Harris. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. The offense on 3rd down tonight? How about this stat? A perfect 9 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. They'll run for it. It's Stevenson. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On the handoff, Stevenson. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Here's Jones. Throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Can you believe it? It's a Super Bowl 49 hero, Malcolm Butler. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick-6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, the ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Now Folk for the extra point. It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. To it after the pick-6. Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. To try again after the sack. Prescott. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. Jones on the return. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Pats at the line ready to go. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Meanwhile, Jones' throw here taken in by Parker. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And now Nick Folk, his career long, 56 yards. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Thus far, this Super Bowl has looked less like a contest and more like a coronation. And to call the second half, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On the option, here's Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Elliott will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Seibert on for the PAT. It's good, and it's now 35-14. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Stevenson gets it again on second down. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Now Jones. Now thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
68 yards for them on the ground now on 18 carries. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Again, it's Stevenson. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a handoff, Stevenson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Strong. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 14. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott on the move to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. 3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. Right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. On the return is Jones. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Offense gets set to go, and there's Ramondre Stevenson. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal, just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals, just something magical about breaking that barrier.
Now he's right there on the doorstep now. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing, Jones. Checking this down to Stevenson. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now a run with Stevenson. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it here. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Just 1 more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here in Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh... Set of downs here, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. It gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll find Parker again, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now it's Stevenson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Back to throw. Jones going deep here for Parker. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Jones throwing on 4.
Well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. They run with Stevenson.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They run once more with Stevenson.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That's now consecutive 5. Carries to pick up the 1st down.
Here's Stevenson.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defensive.
And he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Stevenson.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Stevenson again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Stevenson is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations
simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down. Now Prescott. Back to Elliott, and he's got him again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw here pulled in by Beasley. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, he finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he's going to be taken down at about the 33. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. To the air again, Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
1st down, Prescott. Dancing to his left. He hits Beasley right side. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Complete toward the sideline, finding Beasley. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
They'll run it with Elliott. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
On third down, here's Stevenson. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes, and boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. On the handoff, Stevenson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's complete to Parker, left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Again, it's Stevenson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a handoff, Stevenson, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run with Strong. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. And the former Arizona Wildcat Folk gets this one to go, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, You never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And it's another Super Bowl title for the New England Patriots. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
In the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make them lose in the race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle and from Utah. I can